What's up, YouTube? Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So we all know Nbayoungboy is one of the top rappers right now. But before all of this, he had to go through a couple of things in his life, to steer him the right way to success. It says Kentrell Garden, Nbayoungboy was he's been accused of firing a gun multiple times during a drive-by shooting in November. So this was November 2016. He was caught doing that, and it was chalked up as two attempted murder charges. So Nbayoungboy, he was one of the three passengers, but one of them got shot in the neck, and then he got released from the hospital, and he got the same pending charges as Nbayoungboy. But the driver, he fled the scene after the shooting, but he got a flat tire, and then he crashed the car. Kentrell ended up having a $200,000 bond, but the state judge had gave him a easier thing. If he pled guilty, he would get a suspended 10-year term, and he got 3 years of active supervised probation. So basically meaning his 10-year sentence is still there, but if he get into trouble within the 3 years of his probation, then he would have to do the whole 10 years plus whatever he did, violate his probation. So Kentrell and the judge had a little back and forth. The judge said, "I wasn't very happy with the circumstances of your case. Not at all." Jackson told Garden during his sentencing, "I take full responsibility for what happened. I'm sorry," Garden replied. "It wasn't supposed to go that way." Jackson said Garden and those with him were looking for trouble, and they found it. The judge said Garden is lucky he didn't wind up facing second-degree murder charges. But imagine if Nbayoungboy never if the judge just put him away just for that, you know what I'm saying? That would have been crazy. Imagine living life without no Nbayoungboy music. I wonder who would be the top artist on YouTube right now. So this next charge was from February as an outstanding warrant. He was detained by the police, and he prepared to play a show at a nightclub in Tallahassee, Florida. But he has been indicted for the aggravated assault. The kidnapping charge that was when he was in the hotel, and it showed the surveillance footage of him dragging her in the hallway. But the dragging her in the hallway part, that's what made it a kidnapping charge, because she was pulled against her will. She was taken against her will. So the grand jury in Waycross, Georgia, indicted Kentrell off the 2 charges following his arrest. He was extradited to Ware County Jail in Georgia, but he ended up posting the bond for $75K, so he had got out. But Kentrell real lucky. He got a good judge, man, because she could have been sent him to that he got a 10-year suspended sentence and a 3-year probation, so she could have just sent him to jail for that 10 years. She could have just been done with him after that. This next incident ended up being with his baby mama in a hotel in Atlanta, and TMZ had got the body cam footage. That's what really blew this situation up, was the body cam footage. And the arrested officers were showing the tense situation where one of the cops pulled her taser and pointed at Youngboy, and then the other cop had held him against the wall. So basically, to break it down, Nbayoungboy and his baby mama Star was in the hotel room they wasn't supposed to be in, and then one of the hotel maids tried to clean the room, and Nbayoungboy had ordered Star to get them out, and then Star had reportedly attacked the maids and slapped one of them in the face. YB ended up getting 3 misdemeanors, which was fighting words, physical obstruction, and possession of marijuana. All these are little things, but any little thing the judge can put him in for 10 years or more because of the 10-year sentence that was suspended, and also the 3-year probation. So he on probation, and any little thing he do, he can just get to 10 years. So the biggest thing that had happened was when Nbayoungboy was outside the Trump International Hotel, and it was a whole bunch of bullets that was fired at him and his crew. And his girl at the time, Kevin Reed, ended up getting shot, and then there was a couple other people who got shot. But somebody had this older dude ended up happened to die in the crossfire. But they said it was an argument between Nbayoungboy and T Grizzly crew. So I was wondering because T Grizzly and Fredo Bang is cool, so I don't know if it was anything that happened to do with that. But he ended up like in May 17th. He had to go to jail for violating his probation. He ended up having to do 90 days in jail and 1 year of probation. But I think that at first I wasn't like understanding why the judge would put him in jail. But if you think about the past situation, everything that happened, she been lenient on. So I guess she like really cared for him and want him to do good and succeed. So I guess she took him out the situation of she didn't want anything to happen to him. But overall, I think she a good judge for not giving him the 10 years. And she, even though he keep doing things, she understand that he a kid and he learning. He just, all his fame and stuff is going on, and he had a tough life. So I guess she see that in him, and she just see him succeeding. He trying. But hopefully this the end of NBA Youngboy violent history. Because something happened on December the 13th, 2019, man. He finally got off his probation, man. He's good now. He can leave. He can go anywhere he want. So maybe this will change like the way he feel, his music. This will put a lot of stress off of him because he wanted to go to LA. He been saying that. They was keeping him in Baton Rouge. But his judge finally let him go. And he was saying when he was leaving the press conference, he said, "I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of scared," he explained. He said, "But I'm free now. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I ain't really got nothing to prove anymore. I want to grow and continue to do right from now on." But he said, "But a lot goes on with me, so I'm still kind of scared." So basically, man, YB just scared of the future. He never been off like probation since he been rich. So he just basically scared, man. But now he can go anywhere, he can do anything. So hopefully that'll change his all that stress that's on top of him. So hopefully that'll change all of that. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.